right, well, the storm's come and gone. Power outages still remain, but a real big improvement from where we were yesterday.
Yeah, it was all that heavy, wet snow that took down trees, which in turn took down power lines, which meant it was a lot of work for Eversource crews. Here's where we stand right now. A little more than 1,000 Eversource customers without power, and that is a number that has actually dropped considerably just in the last 20-25 minutes. Still looking at the majority of them being in the Northwest Hills, and for sort of perspective on how many people that is, you look over on the right side there, it's 0.08% of the entire Eversource Connecticut customer base. So it looks like crews are staying on top of the situation, but I know who can give us a better idea.
Yeah, we're checking in once again with our spokesperson there at Eversource, Mitch Gross. Good to see you. How you feeling? I know it was a busy one yesterday.
Erica, Tim, good morning. It was a busy day, but as you noted, through some very tough conditions, the crews, as they always do, they work 24 hours a day and they continue to make really good progress. As Matt noted, yeah, the winds are kicking up and they could cause some problems from time to time, but the push is on and it continues to get those remaining customers back on as quickly as possible.
Yeah, right now the number's just a little over 1,000 and it keeps continuing to drop. Only about an hour ago it was at 1,300. What was the high point and what do you contribute that to? I mean, obviously your crews are out there working really hard.
Well, we're still counting up the final numbers. I can tell you we've restored upwards of 30,000 customers since Monday night. We'll know the final numbers in a day or so. But it was the heavy, wet snow. It was difficult travel. It continues to be some difficult travel and some very difficult conditions to work in. As you've noted, the snow amounts they're pretty deep up there in the Litchfield Hills, and that does not make for easy travel or easy work conditions for the crews. But they are, as I always tell you, they are the best in the business, and the work continues.
I'm curious if you guys internally had any projections on just solely what you thought maybe the overnight winds were going to do in terms of power outages, because whatever it was, it looks like there weren't nearly as many as there could have been. A lot of the snow seems to have fallen off of the trees, so the winds didn't have as much of an impact overnight as they could have.
Tim, we look at numerous weather services and forecasts, and everybody was saying overnight winds could be a problem. There could be, kicking up 35, 40 miles an hour possibly. Others were saying a little less as far as the wind speeds, but we have to we go with the flow, and whatever the conditions are, if there's a problem, we have to answer the call, and we do.
How much we know Eversource was expecting well over 100,000 outages with this storm. I don't want to say if it's best case scenario, but maybe a good case scenario with the way that it's worked out.
Well, let's not declare victory yet. We still have a lot of work to do. And if you're one of those 1,000+ customers still without power, you want it back as quickly as possible. So we still have a lot to do. And of course, from there, it's a matter of sending these contractor crews who have come in from as far away as Texas, Missouri. Their help is needed elsewhere. There are other locations throughout New England that are still feeling the brunt of the storm, and lots of outages up toward New Hampshire, Vermont, Maine. So there's still a lot of folks that could use some help.
Okay, well, Mitch Gross, thank you for taking the time to join us once again this morning just to give us an update on how those crews are doing. We do appreciate it.
Well, thanks so much, Mitch.
Thanks, guys.